Hello and welcome to Angie B Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. This is number 3 in the series that I am doing in relation to using shaving foam as a medium to transfer colour to paper. I am going to be using some other mediums in some of the later videos, but for now we're just using paper and card. Today I am going to be using shaving foam, as we've said, but I'm also going to be using the Dina Wakley Media Gloss Sprays. So I've chosen 3 nice vibrant colours. I've gone for lemon, tangerine and ruby, and I've already prepped them, taken the lids off them, completely mixed them up so I don't actually know which lid goes on which, but it doesn't matter as long as I remember to put them back on. So we start off, we have our tray, we get our shaving foam. Now for this one, my shaving foam is getting a bit low, so I'm going to tilt the tray and spray into it at an angle, because the shaving foam sticks to the tray, so spraying it at an angle isn't going to be a problem. Okay, so there's our shaving foam. It sticks, it's quite solid, it's not going to fall out of your tray, so don't panic for doing that. So I'm going to start off with a yellow. I have given these a shake, but before you use them, please do give them another shake immediately before use. Try not to give them an uppy downy shake too much because it can come out the top, and make sure you keep your nozzles clean. This one appears to not have a ball in it. Some of them in the process just miss the ball out of them. Don't panic, I've had quite a few that have had the ball missing and they still work. What you do need to do though is when you've used them, clean the nozzle, because if you don't do that there's a really good chance that they are going to get messy. You can see here this is leaked because I have actually shaken it up and down, and I don't think the top's actually on properly because it's a brand new one and I've not taken care with that, so I will come back and rectify that after I have finished the video. You can hear the ball in this one. And the thing I like about the Dina Wakley sprays is they start to mix with each other, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens to them as we add them to the shaving foam. I want a little bit more of this yellow. Now what you need to remember when you are doing this is whatever is on top is going to be what is transferred to your card, paper, substrate that you're using. So the last layer of substance that you put on is going to be the layer that remains on your substrate. So make sure it's the layer you want. I have done, as I say, this is the 3rd in the series, so I have done another 2 videos, and on the previous one I actually looked at using mica powders and it wasn't overly effective. You had to be very careful and make sure it was the last layer. Now what seems to be happening here is it's taking an awful lot of the colour. It's not leaving us with a lot of colour in the ink, in the foam, sorry. So we're going to do exactly the same thing and see what happens when we take it off now. That's pretty amazing. Right, I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to keep this on and go straight onto another piece. And I'm just going to apply it this way because I'm liking the colours that are in there. I'm going to go backwards and forwards because I want it to have different colour striations. So you can see the different colours coming through. They're far, far paler, so it's immediately gone very pale. That is a very, very pale background. Still got colour though. Right, let's bring this back in. And I'm going to re-dip it. I'm not going to do anything else to this, I'm just going to re-dip this one that I've just added a little bit onto from the blade. I'm calling it a blade because it's a flat edge, as if it was a palette knife or something, so that's why I mean a blade. I know it isn't a knife. So what appears to happen with this is that the the gloss spray sits very much on the top and it doesn't mix in. So when you then do other pulls, there isn't a lot to transfer because it's transferred off on the first one. So that's interesting to know. Let's do another little spray and see what happens when we do it again. I love, love, love this ruby. So the ruby and the tangerine are some of the more recent colours. Now we're getting, which we haven't got with anything else, some interesting sort of splitting of the actual shaving foam. Right, all of these now need a quick wipe, just to make sure that I don't bung them up. I'm going to add a little bit more pink on. I just love that pink. It's a beautiful pinky red. Right. I'm not actually going to swirl this one. I'm just going to go straight in and see what happens if we just go straight in, because I haven't done it at all ever without swirling. I'm going to do 2 dips straight after each other. I'm really conscious of the fact that the gloss sprays tend to dry quickly. Now I know they're on a wet medium because the shaving foam is wet, but I just thought it would be interesting to see if that makes a difference or not. I don't know about you, but I really like that one. I think that is amazing. I'm going to have to dry these off to see what they're like, because gloss sprays have got this amazing ability to look even better when they're dried. But the gloss sprays are the first substance that I've put on, so the first medium that I've used that appears to have an impact on the shaving foam. So we're getting, it's quite interesting, we're getting this, because it's an acrylic, we're getting this build-up of acrylic when we're cleaning off the ruler, which we haven't had with any of the other mediums that I've used. It's interesting, this. Quite like experimentation. Right, I'm going to give this a quick wipe up. And then see what we're left with. Oh, I think I've well and truly christened my Tim Holtz mat now, because it's got spray all over it. So again, I'm going to give these a wipe to get rid of the shaving foam that's left on them, because there's always little bits left, and it's almost just a little bit of a polish. If you go back to the first video I did, you'll find out why I do this. These have come out really well. The only one that I'm a bit disappointed on was the second pull on the first go, which was this one. I'm quite pleased with all the others. Let's give them a quick blast and see if they look any different, because this stuff usually takes a while to dry. But it's having an interesting effect. I'm just looking in the tub here. Doesn't that look cool there? It looks like a little flower. I'm really liking how these have come out. I love the vibrancy. These 3 colours together are superb. If you've not had any of the gloss sprays, please have a look through. I have previously done a video about the gloss sprays. They are just brilliant. They are such amazing products, and the way that they act when you react when you put them onto surfaces and different substrates, they're fabulous. Highly, highly recommended. I think they're probably my favourite spray. Although I do like my Distress Oxides, I do like my Dilution sprays, I do like my Seth-Apterized ink sprays. I love sprays, what can I say? I'm an addict. Right, so here we have, that was the first one, that was the second one, and that was the third one, and that was the fourth one. So this one we did a lot of swirling and it came out with the swirls in it. This one we left pretty much, the layers just sat on themselves, and that shows through. You can see the difference in the layers as you've laid them on, as you put the colour on. I find this one really, really disappointing. So it means that the shaving foam's just sucked the colour into it a lot more. And then this last one, I absolutely love, particularly this bit here. but you can really see the yellow on this as well. It's picked up the yellow. So yes, they work, but I don't think they work as effectively as some other inks. They are an acrylic, obviously not an ink. I think the inks give a more intense colour in the longer term to get several prints, but I really like this. I think these two are definitely favourites. That one we didn't swirl and I don't like it, so I'm going to be swirling in future, but these two I really, really like. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Please feel free to like and to subscribe, and don't forget to ring the little bell so you'll get notified when I put videos up. Usually put up 2 a week. Sometimes I don't manage to do that, other times it's more. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.